Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to go through how you can get free animated videos for your ads, for your posts on social media. This is a demonstration of Lottie files. So in case you haven't heard of Lottie files, it's a platform where vector graphics are used and animated by creators, and there's lots of free resources on here. So if you type in lottiefiles.com and go onto the website, and I'm going to walk you through a process of how you convert these files into movie files or into MPEG format for your ads, and then you can actually customize them for your business or brand as well. So you need to create an account. It's free of charge with Lottie files, and then basically what you do is you search for the business that you want to promote, or the whatever you want to promote online. So say for example we're going to use gyms, for example. So say if I owned a gym and I'm promoting a free personal training session, for example. So you go into the search bar on the top right, you type in say gym and see what comes up. So these are basically the animations that you can download. So you can preview them. It's a little bit slow because obviously I'm on a stream here, so it's quite difficult until it loads up to be able to give you a full example of what they do. So say for example that guy there with the dumbbell, I could download that, and I can also add other animations on top, and these ones are actually free. Now the way to do this is to go into the search option and type and put in free in there, and then that will give you all of the free animations you can download. Okay, so these are the ones for the keyword gym. So there's some pretty good ones here. Guys doing push-ups. Obviously you've got dumbbells, arms flexing, all this sort of stuff. So just going back to that first page, I actually quite like the look of that guy down on the bottom right here. Oh, there we go, there he is. So DNX Studio. So what you can do as well, if you like the look of the animation, some of them, the quality does vary because they are free of charge. But if you actually like the look of some of the quality of them, you go into the actual account of the creator, and then you can see various other examples of downloads as well. So there's quite a few different ones here. So I'll zoom in on the page a little bit so you can see. So for example, you've got this lady here with some stuff going on. So going back to the actual main home page, so I want that one, so I click on it, and then it pops up with this this window where you can kind of edit it slightly. You can change the colors and things like that, and you can also choose an option of which you wish to download. Now Lottie files, they're not natively, they don't work on Facebook, so you have to download them as a GIF or as a movie file. And again, we'll go into Canva, another free software you can use, and I'll teach you how to actually join these animations together so that you've got something you can use as an ad or just as a post for your social media. So for example, if I wanted to edit this and I thought, well, my branding doesn't quite suit his top, say if I wanted, I don't know, I had a green, or a purple logo for my gym. What you can do is you can actually go in here and you can actually edit the actual layers. So click edit layer colors, and this is all within lottiefiles.com as well, so you can actually change a few things around. So obviously you'd look here and you'd scroll down, and there's the different colors you can just basically pick or put in your hex code for the brand that you have. So say for example I've got obviously the purple, let's go for a darker purple, something like that, update. And obviously that changes some layers there, so that's not all of them. So let's go to this one here and go back to another purple. I should really copy that hex code there and do it this way. So Control C, and then go down to that one, put the hex code in, and then update. And it looks like, let's try it again. Control V, and then update. There you go. Oh, it's done his shoes as well, but you can it's basic level editing with this. You can pretty much change the colors around and things like that. But obviously we want to include text and we want to have a message on our post. Now what the good thing with the Lottie files is they do have this loop effect where it flows and it loops backwards and forwards, so it looks quite smooth. Obviously his eyebrows and his dumbbells going and stuff like that. So what you do from here is you scroll down and you export this. Now the problem is when you export it, it does, on this editing option here, it comes up as a JSON file, which is the Lottie file. So what you want to do is you want to upload this to your own profile, because you've created a new profile on this program, so on this software. So what you do is you click upload to Lottie files, upload to my previews, just ignore any adverts that might pop up. They don't always, but there we go. So so this is how it now comes up. This is your preview, and it gives you a few other options as well. Now what you want to do is, because when you click download again, that will just download it as a JSON Lottie file. So you go down to convert to GIF, or GIF, however you want to say it. Now this gives you a few options as well, and this is quite handy because with the GIFs you can actually put those into emails as well. So at the footer of an email you could have you know, your guy for example a free PT session. If you've got a CRM and you've got all a massive contact list of emails, you can blast an email shot out to everybody, all the members or all the people that are connected on your list, and say, you know, free personal training session or whatever it might be, or as an offer for a product and stuff like that. So that's quite handy. So we're going to convert this to a GIF now. So there's obviously different options for sizing. So you want to go for the largest one, so it's better quality, and then convert to GIF. And this normally takes a few minutes, so I will skip this part so you don't have to sit here and watch it. So then what we'll do while that's downloading is the GIF format, we'll have a look at downloading some more animations for our gym. Okay. And again, this can be used for any business that you have. If you've got a plumbing business or gas business, or you're a builder, or you know, you sell anything, hairdressers, beauticians, whatever, really. You know, there's so many options that you can you know, use in this. For example, for plumbing, you know, you can just type in let's have a look what it comes up with. Plumbing, plumber talk direct, plumbing sink. Let's just put in plumbing and see what different creations there are for that. So you've got this guy here, that's already a longer format, so that's quite good. So you could put in there free quotation to repair your sink or whatever, broken toilet, gas boiler, stuff like that. And there is going to be some random ones in there because they are free, so you don't always get the best of the bunch, but you've just got to, you know, go through them and see which will be suitable. So there's plenty of pages, 14 pages just on this category, and again there is some sort of random ones in here as well, so that's something I don't quite know what that is. But if you get a bit lost and you think you want some ideas, just go to categories, and this actually gives you more of a broader sort of view of what you've got available, basically. So for example, if you want to do an ad pointing somewhere like your delivery service, and you want something like that, you know, for a map, or just some motion graphics in general, just to sort of, you know, make things look better. Yoga animations, I mean there's so many on here, there's tens of thousands of different types. And again, there's a bit of a delay just because I'm streaming at the moment. Trophies, so you could say win a prize and you could have the trophy coming up. You know, you just got to use your imagination and creativity, really. Okay, but let's just go back to the gym just so I can sort of follow through with this theme to make you understand how it works. So we're going to download some more. Let's scroll down and see what we've got. So I think I'm going to probably download some more of this guy's DNX Studio from Norway. So I'll download a few more of what he has because I do quite like the look of these. Let's go for that one. Never skip brain day. Could use something like that. Perhaps I could get rid of that writing. So again, you can edit it. So you just go into edit layer colors and see if we can remove some of the text and things like that. So on the left hand side, this is where obviously your layers are. So each one of these elements is a layer. So what you do is you scroll down and have a look and see. There we go. So this is the actual call chat box you want to call it, with the writing in. So what we can do is we can make that invisible. There you go. So that, and then obviously we've got the logos there as well. So we want to look at where the logos are. Let's use this one. Let's make this one invisible as well. There you go. I mean, that's quite good. You know, it gets rid of the writing and it just has the little bits there. So what we'll do is we'll save that. So bottom right again, go to upload to your previews. Then it will pop up with this window. Okay, and then convert to GIF, and then we'll come up with the same sort of thing as well. And again, I'll skip through the video so you don't have to wait for this. You want to make sure again it's the right size. You can change the background color as well, again, if you want your brand background color, but I think white's quite good because, you know, you can just do more with it if it's just plain white background. And we'll just do that one as well. So we'll go back and we'll have a look and see what others there are. So I want to try and get 4 really, so that I can then make, you know, a decent length post. So what we want to do is, before you probably start creating something, have an idea in your mind of what you're offering. So for example, if we have, I'm going to call it just Joe's Gym, 1 free PT session, and we can just say then, please click below, please click the link below to sign up to it. And then that gives people a call to action to then click the ad to get in contact with you for your business. So we'll just use the gym as an example, okay? So we've got those 2 animations now. So I'm looking at perhaps maybe doing 4. So let's have a look at maybe a 3rd one now and see what we have available. So what we can do as well is we can go to maybe fitness and try that category and see filtering is on for free. So type and then go for free, and that will then filter it down. Maybe we can use this guy's stuff here. So again, we'll have a look and see what he's got. I'll see there's loads of different variations of exercises here with this. So you can actually make an entire video just with all of these different exercises, you know, and you can say free guide to working out at home, because these are all, you know, by the looks of it, they're all sort of like home based workouts. So you can have that as a hook and a call to action to get people to click your link, to visit your website, to download your offer, and then for you to then get in contact with them. So this is very handy for personal trainers and for gyms. Literally download every single one of these, and I'll explain in further detail the process of how to put them together. And you can have that as one basic offer. Quite like this trophy one, so maybe we can include that as well for click the link below to sign up. We could just have that with the writing on, so we'll go for that one. So also as well, under the fitness category, and this is actually on the 2nd page, I've noticed this one here, obviously it comes a little dog with muscles and flexing, if you notice, flexing the pecs and that sort of stuff. So I quite like that. So say for example, if you didn't have a logo for, you know, you were just a personal trainer who didn't really have a logo, you were just doing it on the side, and you thought to yourself you like the look of that and you wanted to change this lettering and put your own sort of wording in there, again you can just edit the layers and get rid of that. So what we'll do is we'll have a little play around with that. So if you go to again, edit layer colors, on the left hand side you've got this is in some sort of, it looks like it's Spanish or something, I don't know which language is that, but you can just click on it and get the gist of that's. Obviously if you zoom in, I'll just zoom in and see, so that's the dog layer and that's the writing layer. So the way again of making that disappear is the top right and this little button here, that one, and then that will remove it. So I've already done this earlier actually, so I'm not gonna you know, waste too much time rendering that one for you and wait for it to convert. So I've already done that, so we can use that one now. And what we can actually do again is probably convert the green into the colors again of the branding. So let's go for maybe purple on that one. So I'll just put in that hex code again. can change it to purple. So then what we'll do is we'll go down and put to upload to Lottie files, upload to my previews, and there we go. And then what we do is you go to convert to GIF, and then that will convert that one as well. So we'll come back in a few minutes when all of these have been converted, and then I will show you how to stitch them together and add your own custom text and other animations as well. So then when you go back to the main screen, you basically go to your profile on the top right there, and then you go to your My Downloads, and then you go to My Private Animations, and there we have it. So we've got the guy with the purple now with the dumbbell. We've got the plain purple logo that you can put your writing into, so you just click on that. So when you finish converting your Lottie files into GIFs, these screens, I would do them one at a time as well, because some of the layers with the movements will take longer than others, so it's worth just doing them one at a time. So we've got those now, so let's just download those into the downloads folder, and then if we go to downloads, you'll see they're there. So we've got the trophy, so that's what comes up. And then we've also got the lady with the phone as well. And then we've also got the guy flexing with his eyebrows and stuff. And then obviously we've got the logo that we're going to put in our own text in there. So you already have some animations to use. So now what we need to do is go to canva.com. If you haven't got one of these, again, you can create a free account. So this is a new account that I've created on my other Gmail as well. So we can, again, you don't have to sign up for 14 days because then you will start getting charged. But if you've got Canva Pro, then that's useful because there's a lot more elements and a lot more things you can do with it. But the free version is more than adequate. So what we do with this, to start creating, we go to create a design. Now, depending on where you want this to be, you can either have it on Instagram story, you can have it on Facebook story, so in the portrait format, or landscape if you want it bigger. But what I normally go for is square format for Facebook ads, for Facebook posts. So if we do custom size and we put in 1024 by 1024, that will give you nice resolution, pixel resolution, and the perfect square to start working with. Now there is quite a few templates you get for free as part of the free version as well. So obviously you'll get all of these pop-ups if you're using a new account. But what you do is you go to uploads, and then you go to upload media, and this is then where you can start inserting the media that we've created. So we pick those. I can hold down the control button and just select extra ones like that. And we'll go for them. So we'll go for open, and then that will start uploading them into our uploads folder. Our first slide's going to be the logo, so let's go for that one. So we'll just drag that into the square, and then that automatically starts to animate, if you see. So we've already got an animation there going already, so we'll make it bigger like that. Now we want to call this, for example, just Joe's Gym. Okay, so we'll go to the text option on the left hand side. We'll just use that. We'll use a headline size, and what we'll do is we'll just say, put in capitals, Joe's Gym, and we'll select that, and we'll just drag that into that there. And let's go for, and here you can change the text color, so let's just make it white like that. And then obviously we can have a look at altering the fonts. Look like a large J anyway, so we'll change the font. That's better, it's a bit more bold, more clear. It's a bit standard, but you know, it'll do. And then there's other effects you can do with the text as well. If you go to effects, you can create a shadow effect, a lift effect, which is quite good. And then obviously you can increase the intensity of it. Just looks like it's coming out slightly as well. You can splice it up. That looks pretty good. So let's have a splice or a hollow effect. But the splice one, then obviously we can adjust the thickness of the splice, giving it a little bit more sort of thickness there, or offset. And it's just a matter of playing around with it really, just to sort of see you know, what you like to do. Maybe make that darker. That's a lot more effective. That looks much better. So then we can go also to reducing down the thickness a little bit maybe. I think that's pretty good. So then what we can do with that is we can animate that. So click on animate here. Then we've got all these different options here that you can use. So for example, because I would suggest that that is zooming and actually sort of coming into the screen, maybe look for something that's similar. So let's have a look here. So maybe that one, because that's slightly moving, isn't it? Pan, you can have it panning in, but I would say well, something like that. That's quite good. That just pops up, doesn't it? So we'll use that one as part of the animation. So now that is 9 seconds. So we can edit the timing of this. So I'm going to reduce down the timing maybe to, let's just go for, I don't know, let's go for 5 seconds. And that will reduce it down. Now on to the next one. So what we do is we create an extra page, and then we link the pages together to create the video. So that's the first page. Again, you can play around with this. Obviously you've got all the different templates you can try out, you can test to include in the back. You know, you can just click on one, replace current page. I won't do it, but because it will change it all. But you know, you can then have your logo in the middle of a template, and you can just play around with it. But just for this basic video, I just want to give you an idea of how this works. So then we go to an add page at the bottom here. Then we go back to our uploads, and now we want to start putting in a bit more content. So it was one free PT session, so let's get the guy. We'll put him in there, and we'll drag the box just so that it fits. Maybe let's reduce it down slightly. And there he is there. Now we want some text at the top, don't we? So we want to use the same sort of text maybe as well. Copy maybe, copy, and then paste. And there you go. So then we've got the same sort of text, and then we can just change the text. And we can have one PT session. And then what we can do is we can just maybe reduce down the size of that so that it fits into the window. One free PT session. And then we can have the same purple, and this is one thing I like to do with this. If you go to elements, you'll have these lines and shapes. So you want to create like a bit of a background for that. So you click the square, and that automatically will sometimes find the colors that are the logo's already using, and it will do it for you. So now we have this square box, and we can adjust the box, and we can just, you know, create like a little bit of a effect like that. So then that will be the next slide that comes up. One free, and you can either have that at the bottom or at the top. So one free PT session. Again, what we'll do is we will animate that. Animate. There we go. So one free PT session. So what we can do, so right click and then click animate at the bottom there to animate individual elements. So we'll have one free PT session. I quite like that one. We'll leave it at that. And then we'll just leave him as it is and see how that comes up. Let's just preview this already. Joe's Gym. There we go. That's previewing those two. Now what I'm going to do as well, I'll just close that down. So I'm going to reduce down the timing of this one. So 5 seconds. I'm going to click the window, and then I'm going to go to maybe 3, and just keep it at 3, and then have a look again. So there's the preview option. Joe's Gym. There we go. So that's those two done there. What we'll do is we'll duplicate this page, so it makes it that it keeps the bar and the title at the top. So you click on duplicate, and then that will duplicate that one. So what we want to do is obviously just change him to the next upload, which is the girl there. And then please click the link down below. So let's what we'll do is we'll just take that we'll drag that down, and then we'll drag the bar down as well. Go there, and we'll change the text. Please click the link. I'll just leave it at that. Please click the link. Actually, again, we'll just stretch that out, and what we'll do is we'll just highlight the text and we'll just reduce down the size slightly, just so it fits in the box. We'll just move it so it centralizes there. Also, what you could do with this is you could get an element for a mouse. So if you go to elements and maybe look for a clicking mouse, if you type in, for example, mouse click, if I can spell it, mouse click, and see what it comes up with, because there's so many different, there we go, there's an as free as well, so we'll include that one, and then we'll drag that, maybe reduce down the size of it a little bit. Please click the link. That works quite well. Quite basic. We could probably do with maybe having something else in here. Maybe what we could do, we'll go back to uploads, and then we will just drag that onto there, shrink it down, and that will be a separate maybe reduce down the size of that. So it's all about just playing around with these really. So let's just right click, copy, go back down again, and then paste, and then we'll reduce down that size. We'll just place that there, just so it sort of fills the page in a little bit with the logo there. So then what we'll do is we'll scroll down, we'll duplicate this page, and then we'll delete these elements, maybe leave that one on there, and actually just put the trophy on as well. So we'll click the trophy, that automatically puts that in there. Right click, center back, and then you could maybe just move the mouse or just get rid of it and just delete that, and then you could expand the size, and then you could just again change the letter to sign up. So let's just rewrite that one. And I think actually I'm going to change the style of this. So we'll go to effects, maybe just make it, go to effects again, let's have a look and see what we've got. Maybe neon, that will be better. Then we can stretch that out as well, so let's just make that larger, so then highlight the text, and then just expand in on that one as well. Maybe what I will do is I will just reduce down the neon effect a little bit, so let's just get it down to there like that to sign up. It's still quite strong, so let's just try it again, reduce down the intensity. Let's just have it. So there you go guys, so that is basically, you know, how you can create your own animated, because then you can preview that. Joe's Gym, one free PT session. So that's that one then. So let's, now what we can do is we can include some music in this as well, to more. And there should be some options here for some background audio. So let's just try audio. So there you go, it's a video game blockbuster. That will put that into the timeline at the top. And then we just drag where we need it to start from. we'll have it from there. Okay, so that's our video done, guys. So then what you want to do is you want to download it and select MP4. So you've got different options here, but MP4 is what you want to try and go for. We'll download that one. Right then, guys, so when that's downloaded, that will go into your downloads folder, and then we'll preview that and see what you think. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And obviously you can play around with it and reduce down the length of the last slide, so you don't need that to go on for as long. But that just gives you a quick example. I mean, that's just a very sort of amateurish creation there, but I'm just illustrating the power of the Lottie files. If you can use a few of them in one post and link them together using Canva as a free account, you can get unlimited free animations doing this. And if you use your imagination, you can go on to all of the different templates and you can use them as a backdrop, as well as obviously bringing in your own animations as well. So that was just a brief guide on how to create free animations using Lottie files, and also there will be some more strategies and tactics I can teach you as well in further videos on how to actually leverage the videos once you've created them, and actually how to generate your business revenue and leads using the ads. Because video marketing is extremely powerful, and I'll be going through that in another video. And if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel or leave me a thumbs up or a comment. That would be much appreciated, and I'll look forward to creating some more content on how to help you out as well. So take care. Bye bye.